Hi, honeys. If this is your first time here, my name is Michele Eskelin. If it's not your first time here, welcome back. I recently did a video about the items that I highly recommend from the Dollar Tree, which I will link at the end of this video in case you want to give it a look. And I was asked by a few of you to go ahead and do a video about items to avoid from the Dollar Tree. Now, this was a hard one for me to want to do because I really love the Dollar Tree, so I kind of hesitate to say negative things about them, but every store has things that we should avoid, right? I also want to mention that these opinions are my own. No one's paying me to say any of this, and you might not agree with me. And if you don't, that's okay. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me why. No big deal. And this is in no particular order either. Number 1, Beauty Guru Eyelash Serum. Now, I'm saying this having never actually tried it. I bought some and I intended to try it, and I thought I better just kind of look up how safe it is to use this product before I actually use it, because I have very sensitive eyes. I have a hard time with mascara and eye creams and everything. When I looked it up, I found out that there's a lot of dermatologists and eye doctors that don't recommend it. Apparently, a lot of people get really bad reactions to it. People can get rashes or swollen eyes or just all kinds of nastiness if you look at pictures online. And then the other thing is, apparently, a lot of people get hair growth wherever the serum touches. So they end up getting hair growth where they don't want hair. And I'm just thinking, that just sounds way, in my opinion, way too risky. So I'm not even going to try it. If you want the bottle that I have, the first person that wants it, I'll send it to you. Just let me know down in the comments, and then send me your address in my email that's down in the description box. But to me, that just sounds too risky. Number 2, shower fizzies. I was so excited when I bought these. I had shower fizzies before that I made. Just a quick search online. There's recipes for them that they're kind of like Vicks Vapor Rub shower fizzies. And I thought that's what these would be. And they were terrible. It was like not using anything, and they really didn't fizz very well. So if you're interested in getting shower fizzies for your allergies, or if you're sick or something, it really helps kind of open up the airways. Just don't waste your money on this. Maybe make one of your own, or purchase something else. It just isn't worth the money. Number 3, fragrance sachets. These come in the cutest packaging. I always want to buy them when I see them because they look so festive or cozy, or, oh, I'm stepping into spring. I mean, they look so appealing. And so I did buy a few of them, and I really wished I hadn't. One, there was no scent that we could smell on them. We tried putting them in drawers. We tried putting them in our closet. We just never noticed any kind of a scent that came off of them. But they also come in these bags that kind of look like tea bags, but they're really not made very well. And the ones that we tried all fell apart completely. So then what was in them came pouring out all over the place. It was just quite the mess. Once again, I think if you're interested in sachets, there's quite a few other places that you can get good quality ones. I wouldn't recommend getting them at the Dollar Tree, though. Number 4, and this one a lot of people are going to disagree with me on, Jot sticky notes. I just feel like the sticky back is just not the same as it is with Post-it Notes brand. And I know that's a tall order. Post-it notes aren't cheap. But they kind of, I feel like when I use Jot, it gets deformed on the paper. Like I literally have to tape on all four sides. I have to tape the note down for it to stick. Otherwise, it like only sticks a little bit, and then it starts falling off, and then it's like curving up on the edges, and it's just a lot of drama for a note. So I personally would not recommend these. Number 5, tools. I have tried quite a few tools from the Dollar Tree and I've never really had success with them. Maybe, except, I'll take that back. There is one kind of tool. They have a set for, it's like jewelry tools, like those little small tools to fix your glasses and that kind of stuff. Those work really well. But everything else that I've tried in the tool section, the actual tools, they just don't work. They fall apart very quickly. They're just not made very well. We bought a hammer one time there at the Dollar Tree and it literally broke. Like the head of the hammer broke in half when we were just trying to hang some photos up. Number 6, earphones or earbuds. I just don't think these are very good quality. We've tried a couple different ones. Not only do they not sound good, but they fall apart quickly. The cords, they get that weird thing where when the cord moves, the sound changes. I just think that it's better to spend more money on things that you're putting in your ears anyway, but especially electronics. Number 7, vitamins. I will admit I have never tried vitamins from the Dollar Tree. I just don't think that the vitamins at the Dollar Tree are the same quality as what you might find elsewhere. Now, they are a lot more cost effective, but I personally am very, very, very picky about where I buy vitamins from. I don't even get them at most of the stores out there. So it's not just the Dollar Tree I'm saying that about. I just think it's important to be really picky about it. I feel that way about olive oil too. I've read so many reports about things not really being olive oil, and I just don't see how the Dollar Tree would have good quality olive oil with how expensive the good brands are. Once again, just my opinion. Number 8, Prego meat pasta sauce. This does not taste like the one I remember from when I was a kid. I bought it and I was so excited because I thought, oh my gosh, it'll be like eating at grandma's house again. Except it's not the same stuff. The other spaghetti sauce they have there, the Hunt's one, is fine. But that Prego one, it's not the same thing, I don't think. It does not taste the same. It doesn't even taste like it's meat in there. And once again, this is just my opinion, but... Number 9, oven mitts. I think that while they have cute oven mitts, I wouldn't recommend actually trying them in the oven. I've had quite a few of them singe on me. I don't think that they're made for very high temperatures. So if you are going to use them, please be very careful and only use them on something that's at a very low temperature. Number 10, knives. Now, this doesn't just go for the Dollar Tree. It goes for quite a few stores, but I would not recommend buying knives there. I know that they do sell them and they probably do cut things somewhat okay, but there's so much evidence from quite a few sources that the cheaper knives are really not worth the money for quite a few different reasons. But I know, just for me personally, even, I don't know if you can see this huge scar on my hand, shaped like lightning. That's from a cooking accident. I completely severed a nerve in my hand, and I wasn't being as it was finals week in college, and I wasn't being as careful as I should have been being with a knife that I bought. I actually bought that one at Walmart, but it was a cheap Walmart knife, and I thought, oh, it's not, nothing's going to happen, and I accidentally really hurt myself. And the surgeon told me that he sees more people with injuries from knives that are cheap. And there's quite a few, actually, when you look it up, if you are bored and you look it up, there's quite a few reasons to that. But just having a really good surgeon tell me that most of the people he sees that have knife wounds, like kitchen accidents, not stabbings, but kitchen accidents, it ends up usually being with cheaper knives. And so I think when it comes to purchasing something like a knife, I know that they can get really expensive, but it's really worth it to get good ones and just be super safe, even with the good ones. You don't want to end up like me and having 2 surgeries on your nerve. My hand will never be the same. Number 11, frozen veggies. And I know once again, this one, some people are going to come after me on this one because I know there's some people that really love their frozen veggies, but we have tried at least 2, maybe 3 of the brands of frozen veggies there, and it was nothing even resembling vegetables, more or less good vegetables, to the point where we wouldn't even try to eat them. I wouldn't recommend it. I don't see how it could be healthy. Number 12, off-brand crayons. I don't know what it is, but Crayola just does it right. They do have Crayola crayons there, and those work great, but I just wouldn't recommend any of the other ones. Now, if you've bought a bunch of the crayons there and you found a brand that you like that they sell at the Dollar Tree, please don't hesitate to let me know. But the ones that I personally have tried from the Dollar Tree just didn't work the same. Number 13, emery boards and nail clippers. I bought a bunch of emery boards and nail clippers at the Dollar Tree a little while ago, and I kept one of them for myself, and I just found they didn't work the same. And I've discovered that I guess I'm a bit of a snob when it comes to that kind of stuff. But if you are looking for emery boards and nail files, and they do have some glass nail files that are really good at the Dollar Tree, but the other nail files, not so much. And then the nail clippers, if you don't want to spend a whole lot, I've noticed if I go to TJ Maxx or Ross, they usually have some better brands that are a pretty affordable rate. So that's what I would recommend. And number 14, Swedish Fish and gummy bears. We've tried multiple packages of Swedish Fish and gummy bears, and they're always stale. I don't know why, but I don't know if it's just me. I like them juicy. I like them soft and juicy. And when they're stale, I think they're disgusting. I won't be buying them again at the Dollar Tree. Now, there's a bunch of other candy and snacks that are well worth the money at the Dollar Tree, but not Swedish Fish and gummy bears. Well, there you have it. Those are all of the items that come to mind that I would not recommend from the Dollar Tree. What about you? Do you have any items that you wouldn't recommend from the Dollar Tree? Please don't hesitate to let me know down in the comments. I'm always looking for more information about the Dollar Tree because it's impossible to try everything there. They don't even sell the same items at every store. I want to know what you like. I want to know what you don't like. It helps me figure out what to recommend and what to try. So please don't hesitate to give me some comments. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. I love you. Bye.